Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no need to fear. Friendly neighborhood light skin is here, and then today we are watching He Just Ruined His Life for some mother flipping views, bro. Now, I get it. I understand. You know, if you've had a fast car as a young person, you know, you tend to do some stupid things sometimes. This guy just so happened to get the stupid stuff streamed, you know. But if you don't know, basically a streamer was racing his friends on, I think this is in Atlanta or something like that, and they ended up he ended up. Well, actually, I'm just let's just get into the video. Oh.
No crash. What?
So, I think it's about time we have a serious conversation about the type of content that new content creators or streamers are trying to produce.
Thing is, this is more so like dudes do this, bro. You get, you know what I'm saying, you get you some fast shit. You got some bad. I've done this before. I can call somebody right now that me and my homie was basically on a 2-man with him and his shorty, and she had a Camaro, I had a wide body Charger at the time. It was beautiful. It was maroon with like black stripe, so cold. So if you wanted to see it, go on my Instagram, check that out. But yeah, no, we were on Dallas highways cutting up just like this, you know what I'm saying? But except I'm a good driver, you feel me? So I obviously didn't crash. But this is more so like people do this. This is like a thing, you know. You get you some fast, you want to impress the Huzz, you know. So everybody want to feel like they in Fast and Furious. Everybody want to hit the little Paul Walker, when you speed and then you look, you know what I'm saying? I tried it once. I almost set my car, you know what I'm saying, over a ditch, you know. So obviously I'm not doing that again. But point remains.
News nowadays in order to go viral. Like, genuinely speaking, at this point in time, I think we do need a serious conversation, because at no point in time should you be speeding on an Atlantan highway. Yes, this happened in Atlanta. Shocking. With multiple
Of course it happened in Atlanta.
people on the highway and multiple people in the car speeding when you don't even have the wheel, bro. You can't drive. Then you have incompetent people driving and racing with you on why are you trying to pass somebody in the right lane, literally going to the left lane, the passing lane? Like, these, bro, I swear to God, like, don't even get me started how the state of Georgia just hands out driver's license like it's just candies at the store, bro. Free candy for everybody. But clearly this streamer Melt is live, does not have the wheel. His friend does not have the wheel. They're speeding on Twitch while streaming. They all could.
Well, no, because from my understanding of it is that this POV is from Jay Sean. He's driving a Charger, and then there's the other dude coming up in the BMW, and it seemed like the dude in the BMW is the one that hit him on the All right, never mind.
Had things gone a little wrong?
Yeah, no, never mind. Okay, so doing the scat pack. So technically speaking, it's really on the Jay Sean guy, because he hit him. You know what I'm saying? He was going, he was switching lanes, not paying attention and realizing that his homeboy was coming up from behind him. Now, granted, when I was speeding like this, you always want to keep a car lane in between so you avoid stuff like this, but
they hit the side of a wall or maybe careened over the divider and hit oncoming traffic, it would have been over. They would have been dead. And according to Feared Book, they say the aftermath of Twitch streamer Melt crashing live on stream while racing on a highway in Georgia. He has now been banned on Twitch. Hopefully he just stays banned, because that's just reckless behavior. You could have literally killed people, not only yourself and everybody else in the car, but other people on the same highway. They also say multiple people were injured at the scene, but none of the injuries were life threatening. Guys, I just gotta say, there's just no excuse for this, bro. Like, this is just completely reckless behavior, and this is why every time I hop up on this YouTube channel and make a video, I talk about how people in the city cannot drive. Atlanta gotta have one of the worst rates of driving, like, accidents in the entire country, bro. The worst drivers in the entire country are for some reason concentrated in this godforsaken city, and time again I'm proven right. I swear to God, I've literally almost been killed multiple times in this city. city, bro. And of course, in the comment section, because I saw this video on Instagram too, someone just said she just accepted her fate. And
oh God, oh God. And the thing is, bro, I totaled on a ironic note. The funny thing about her doing that, I totaled my scat pack. Right, I was in Dallas. I was driving home. I was driving from somewhere in the rain, and my tires were bald. And so as I'm driving, you know what I'm saying, the car, it just hit a puddle. And so my stuff, literally just how my stuff started twitching. And I literally did the same thing. I was like, I knew that, like, I'm nice with the wheel. You feel me? I like to think I'm nice with the wheel, right? You know, stop hating on me. Yeah, you. Stop hating on me. Anyways, I like to feel like I'm nice with the wheel or whatever, right? But, bro, my car went from straight to like these. You know what I'm saying? Slamming for the barrier. And I kind of, at a certain point, bro, really, you just kind of just gotta just accept your fate. Like, you just gotta like, I'm like, whatever's gonna happen is what's gonna happen at that point. Like, there's nothing you can do in that situation. So yeah, no, I kind of just looked at the barrier. I'm like, damn, I'm getting kind of close, and then boom. Matter of fact, do I have a video? Hold on, let me see if I can find that video for y'all boys real quick. Well, I don't have a video of like of me whatever, forget the video. But anyway, yeah, I basically told him my car. I walked out fine though. But yeah, no, it's like in that situation where you kind of like, there's nothing you really do. You literally just gotta kind of just sit there and take it like a good boy, basically.
Girl right here, this girl right here, she started putting her hands over her face as if that was gonna do anything, bro. Like, she just someone else said, shorty said, and I quote, well, it's time to go, at least I was a baddie, laughing my ass off. Another person, Wayno, said, oh, Wayno, shout out to Wayno, he used to do a podcast with academics back in the day, like a couple years ago. I forgot what the name is. I believe Everyday Struggle was the name, but he said people just playing with their lives like you get a continue, like a reset button, like a respawn in GTA. Like, this is crazy. Someone else said, nah, shorty closing her eyes before impact with a little crying emoji face smiling. I mean, guys, this was like, I think we need to go back to the era where people just literally upload vlogs, funny vlogs. You know, if they want to stream their game, you know, if they wanted to do something a little extra, they could do little funny little pranks. Even the staged pranks back in the day, you know, they were better than this shit.
But it's almost to a point where like everybody's like, unless you're established doing that certain thing, bro, people aren't gonna watch a new person. You know what I'm saying? So people feel like they have to just continue to push and push and push and push and push until you end up in situations like this where you unfortunately totally are. That's the cost of, I guess, being famous now in 2025.
People weren't literally almost dying.
What? Wait, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god.
Bro, Jay Sean just fucking hit me, bro.
Yes, another thing too, how come Mel was the only one that got banned, bro? If we're being technical, the other Jay Sean is the one that hit him. That's like what? That part, that's the crazy part. How did the other guy not get banned, but this is broke up, man?
Cars, everybody cars booked, bro. I ain't like all this shit gone. But I'm gonna pick up on the stream whenever I gotta go do something right quick. And pray for my nigga Mari, man. Real shit. He good, but he said his leg fucked up. But it's not broken. It's not broken.
Yeah, man, this was just completely avoidable, bro. Like, unnecessary, man. Now, to play devil's advocate, the person that I guess Melt was being passed up by, they're mostly at fault for this. Mind you, everybody in the situation is dumb as hell for even trying to, like, if you don't have the wheel, why are you speeding on a highway? Listen, I will also say, if you're gonna be speeding on a highway, get into the passing lane, the most fast lane, which is on the left. That is the passing lane. By the way, that is not called the fast lane. I gotta be very specific. It's called the passing lane. It's used to pass other cars who are going slower than you. So if you're the type of person to left lane hog, you're an idiot. Stop doing that. It doesn't even matter what the quote-unquote speed limit is, because you're actually contributing to potential accidents and slowing down traffic. Use the left passing lane, pass the car you're trying to pass in front of you, and then get back into the right lane. You know, every other country, like in Europe or Asia, they understand these simple concepts. In Germany, I believe in the Netherlands or Sweden, but maybe specifically Germany, they have particular driving tests in schools where
I could have sworn though in other countries, I feel like I heard something about heard something about though that like they don't have like speed limits, like in certain countries or whatever. Like they don't have like normal speed limits. Like you're able to just kind of just go however fast you want in certain parts. Of course, not obviously not in the city. You're gonna be going like 150, but you know still.
This is just very common basic information, and their driver mortality and fatalities are just super low over there because pretty much everybody learns how to drive like a professional race car driver. Now guys, I do want to show you some images that I just found on Twitter. So we have this one posted 2 hours ago from Feared Buck. They say streamer melts car after the car crash on a highway in Georgia, specifically Atlanta. So here's his vehicle now, G80. So as you can see here, it appears to be a BMW. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comments are saying this is a BMW G80, and they're also saying it's the new Mustang GT and crashing. Basically, I guess the traction is terrible. I'm not sure. Listen, Mustangs are really good cars as well. It's just a lot of people get them really young with a lot of horsepower, and I believe all Mustangs are rear wheel drive. And mind you, people don't know how to drive cars with a ton of power, RWD, and they just like they lose traction, they crash out and potentially almost die sometimes. Someone said bro crashed again not even a month later, with this image saying, and now look what I'm in. I be on my phone in this one too. So I guess he just got this car, brand new BMW. Someone did point out that he got this car a year ago though. So I mean, a year old, depending on the condition he's, you know, he's kept it in if he didn't abuse it. You know, it's not too old, but let me check the price. Here I am on the BMW website. You know, I'm kind of curious to see how much this car costs. Let me see build and price here. Bro, I'm seeing a total price tag of $188,000, bro. Is this right, bro? Ain't no way, bro. I'm seeing other prices, models for around $60,000, $80,000, $68,000, $87,000, $79,000. So, you know, this car is a pretty expensive vehicle. And depending on the make and model of this particular vehicle, I mean, I don't know, you know, how much it's going to cost to repair all this. And given the footage we just saw, we don't know if insurance is going to cover. You know, I just gotta say, I do not want to be on the road. There's this car right there, as you can see where my cursor is. I do not want to be on the road with these types of people, bro. Like these young Atlantans with a lot of money getting fast cars that they can't handle, and they're streamers, they're cloud chasers, they want views, and they just don't have the wheel, bro. I do not want to be in the road or on the road with these types of people because they're irresponsible, they're reckless, and they have no foresight for their actions. Like they literally don't understand that their actions have consequences, bro. And then they end up either hurting themselves or hurting other individuals on the road, and it's just like a huge mess, bro. And then on top of all of this, you know, guys, when guys are in the car with women, bro, they just want to show off all the time, bro. It's
Damn, how long was I muted for? Damn, hopefully I wasn't muted too long. But anyways, a lot of stupid decisions have been made because of the presence of hoes, you know what I'm saying? Hooping wise, for example, people get out their body when the hoes come around, you know what I'm saying? Or y'all chilling and all of a sudden your homeboy want to put you in a headlock because the Huzz is around. Or all of a sudden he want to start slapping you like, bro, let's slap box, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do all this in front of the hoes, bro. Like, or you end up spending unnecessary money trying to look good for the Huzz, bro. It's like, damn, right. A lot of Black Americans' bad decisions can be attributed one way or another to trying to impress the Huzz. So I feel personally as if we weren't trying to impress the Huzz, you know, like it'd be good.
just that ego, it's that pride. They want to show, they want to do the most to impress the girls, and then they end up crashing. It's just crazy. Someone said she went out like a real baddie though. Wow. Anyways though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and feelings on
yeah, with that being said, man, I was going to wrap up this video. I will catch y'all boys later, man. Peace.